Horizon Zero Dawn and one of the last missions. Actually, I have no idea, but Silence said that I should get my things in order before embarking on this quest, so I'm guessing that this is one of the last ones. I have done all the other quests, so this is the only one active still, and let's see what will happen. I'm playing on ultra hard difficulty, so this probably will mean that I'm going to die a lot, because ultra hard is extremely hard. So this is the entrance, and let's see what will happen. So yeah, going to listen.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death.
Some glitches.
A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Okay, I was actually expecting that I had to fix some machinery or something, but
I underestimated
yeah, it will probably come later.
So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
I don't understand why she's so pissed at Silence. Like, I understand that he risked her life a little bit, but dude, he's helping you. Okay, we are going to also do
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
exploring.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Yep, so I mentioned exploring, so trying to find all the secrets, all the equipment that I can get, because I'm guessing that the rest of the level
Take a seat and wait for your name to
is
be
going to
called.
be quite
A
difficult.
selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
So, random crap. A little bit of background information, which I'm maybe going to read later, but if it's important, they're going to have like a sound file.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
So let's continue on, because it seems that doesn't have much in this room.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. That Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
I really like the story because it's quite reasonable. Because not AI, but robots or anything in general.
Doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude to interrupt because it's the first time playing and I do want to hear the dialogue. But it's a little bit like Matrix, and in this case, the whole atmosphere and how people are sacrificing themselves, and now we have this girl finding out that her ancestor made something really cool. It's
Kestrels. They got in through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
Yeah. So their ancestors, her ancestor, found something out and created a solution for rogue AI. And not sure, but I'm guessing that one of the solutions is going to be that they are going to combine humans and machines. Oh, poop. Can't throw my bow inside here, so let's find another exit. So combining humans and machines is like the option that
They know I'm here now.
Yeah, trouble.
can work out, because then they no longer want to kill us. And I have no place to hide, so this means that this whole level is going to suck balls. And they have extremely good weapons, but yeah, let's use some of my weapons against them too, because it's going to be not exactly like very difficult, but I would prefer sneaking around, because with ultra hard difficulty, yeah, it's going in, doing melee attacks and these things is usually not the best way on how to kill people.
We're too close to the tribal crypt to stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Yeah, so let's see what do these data points contain.
Is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That asshole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Who previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
They have built up the solution of what the Zero Dawn is really well. You can do like other quests, but it's like constantly going to be mentioned, and I'm really excited to find out what it actually was. My money still is that Aloy is like half machine, or it's integrated somehow, or well, actually I have no idea. Let's listen.
I think there is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Okay, they were creating a database, like
CB02 data intact.
storing all the information that the humanity had.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Okay, so
Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the Archive of Knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
okay, let's check, because the solution is pretty much what in most cases is imagined, like let's hide underground and then at some point let's come out. But still, it's really cool that they created an AI that can repopulate the planet after it has been killed off, like completely. And let's see why the robots are still messing with us, because it's like they should be preserving life, not killing me when I'm going to go near them. So let's see what we have here.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this, but the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Albert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No.
Okay, I think I cancelled accidentally the audio, but it's like people living inside Elysium here underground.
Intruder! Get her!
They saw me.
Whatever
This
you
is
do,
it.
don't die now.
Oh really? Don't I know? That's really...
I hashed it out with them. What the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing.
Double crap.
I respect him. He's got a passion to it. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this. The project is done. I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Oh, shut right!
I need this.
Okay, and now the last one. Usually it takes a little bit longer for them to start shooting. And usually I can sneak up on these. Okay. Going to take more. I could pick up the heavy weapon, but yeah, he's dead now anyways. So let's create some more bombs and now loot these people.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Okay, so we have to restore power. Let's see where we are going to get that, but still we have some data that we can...
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all.
Another one of these.
Couldn't expect you to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor. Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding.
So, doing the puzzle, so it shows the code here, but doesn't work at the moment. I think it's reversed.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, so I think it's on this side, and it's in this way. I'm guessing that it's going to be the correct way on how to do it, but the chick just said that it's going to be in reverse, so let's see if this works, and if it doesn't, then we are going to...
I should check the door nearby.
Let's see if we have some other stuff. I found some shackles. We're going to check them out a little bit. Actually, let's check them out right now, because they are probably like special items or something. Okay, so it's just an artifact that I can later trade for something. So let's open the door and see what will happen. Okay, going to go upstairs. Let's see what we have here.
Found one. Looks intact.
Some more stuff that I'm probably not going to need. Oh, okay. Health potions are full. And let's drop down if we can. Let's jump down. And now we have to take the emitter and place it somewhere. But I have no idea where. So, oh, it's here.
That should do the trick.
And
now let's get that door open.
Let's get that door open indeed. So usually the puzzles aren't that complicated, but it's nice that they have them. Now it should open. No. Up left, down right, up. So this is the part where it's in reverse. Okay, let's try it, because this didn't work. So this has to be down, this has to be left. Still no. Yeah, but come on. Or it's not the sequence that has to be reversed, but it's the arrows themselves. So let's try one more time, and if not, then we're going to do the arrows in reverse. Okay, it didn't work. Let's do arrows in reverse, and we are going to start with this. Instead of being up, it's going to be down. And instead of being left, it's going to be right. This is going to be up. And this is going to be left. And this is going to be also down. Still no? Let's check. Unfortunately, it's closed, but okay, yeah, I just mentioned that everything is so simple, but it's in reverse. So this means that the F and R, A and R and O are in the wrong direction. So this means that the first one is down, but this one isn't left, but it is right. This isn't down, it's up, okay. And this isn't left, but it should be right.
That did it.
Yep.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
So let's open the door and see what lies beyond. There's a dude, come on. How did they come in?
They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia, it's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
So, okay. Again, we are going to have to kill these, and they are all elite with big weapons, and I can't go back in order to pick up a heavy weapon. And there are no places for me to hide or to get any kind of ambushes. Okay, we have similar kind of weapons. Come on.
Elevators non-operational.
How much HP do you have? Cool. But he's dead now. Let's create some weapons. The sling itself is actually come on, really good. And let's not joke, but let's kill these or the last motherfucker. Boom. There are more. Thought it would be a little bit too easy if there were only these guys and no heavy weapons. I did kill them, I usually drop them. How did that miss? This person up there, he's going to get
will not
or not. So I'm guessing that I'm going to go underneath so they can't get to me. And this person.
Failure prevents access.
How did that miss? Oh, they drop potions. Let's use them.
I can see them. I can't see you.
And now let's go. How we are going to go.
You cannot hide from our wrath.
What wrath? Shut up. How did... the last one. Come on, come on.
You cannot escape our...
More. Come on. It's like an endurance round.
Or not.
Exactly behind it. Stop. Okay. Still weapons if you drop your weapons. Find them. But I can't get to it now. Don't really need to because I can. Yeah, get myself fucking killed. And the last one. Bye bye. Oh, come on. Stop moving.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
So let's see if they have other things in their pockets, but seems no. So let's just loot everyone, and then we are going to use our medicine. Okay, additional traps that I can't loot.
This'll help.
Health potion, yeah, that will help. Okay, so nobody dropped anything. So I'm guessing that whether to use it or not, yeah, I'm going to use it. But the point is that if you are going to die, then the next time that you are going to load from a save point, you will get full health. So now the question was that, am I going to load or die soon? But because it seems that there aren't that difficult enemies, we can just use the medicine, and we actually
This might even the odds.
got the everything back. So let's drop it and let's...
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
So I'm guessing that something went wrong. They didn't have enough time or something. Because this is the reason why the machines are messed up, or the AI made a decision that humans are not something that should be allowed to continue to live, because they pretty much mess up everything that they are going to touch. Okay, I'm probably going to go around and then back to the office, and then I will get the...
I think this is it.
Audio.
Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way. More Eclipse.
Careful now.
I am careful, but I don't see any of the Eclipse. Yeah, and that's actually human nature, but the world is fucked up and they are going to be fucking it up even more. Like, you have machines killing you constantly, you're living in fear, and let's fuck something up. Let's make like an AI come to life, or the devil that, or this huge robot that they are probably going to be resurrecting is going to be the final boss, I'm guessing. But yeah, that's human nature for you. Let's make things worse. Sometimes.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Blah, blah, blah.
We will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing
there are so many of them.
180 million discrete data entries.
Let's now use arrows.
42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transfer and encoding of all that data on the DNA encapsulated.
That wasn't.
Safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and character.
Okay, they are coming.
By which you learning module. Their knowledge and skills
Kaboom. Finally, get the gun.
Nearly half.
Once more.
What should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
So again, let's explore. We have audio somewhere, probably going to go up because, yeah. And this is Gaia. Seems non-computery.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers.
Okay, so
it
let's
wasn't an accident that I
craft
rose to my
some
position and became the commander of the largest mechanized... It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me.
Looks like the only way onwards.
If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the ground and sea of their subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Raleigh Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Let us begin.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search. Looks like it used to hold something.
Nuts would benefit from antilopening morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Humans are to blame?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe.
Yeah.
Am I malfunctioning?
Humans are the plague of the earth.
No, Gaia, you're not.
And yeah, as I said,
This is good.
Gaia probably said
It's
that,
very good.
or decided that, yeah, humans are not worth living, and decided that
You will undergo
kill somebody.
a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there.
You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Okay, so the Gaia had crush on Elizabeth, so that's the reason Aloy exists. Keeps cloning her.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
I'm Gaia.
All I'm saying is, give it a kill
Let's
switch.
see.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Let's continue on. The humans have like dreamed of this AI for, well, pretty much when the computers actually became a little bit more than just something that can add one and one together. And from here it seems that the humans want a father who is going to be wise and tell them what to do. And yeah, if you have that, then it's really easy today. Don't have to make decisions, don't have to make responsibility. You can just have somebody who's going to do all of that.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Okay, more motherfuckers.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
When I get captured. Don't remember, but I'm guessing that this is the
still alive.
bastards who killed all of my friends.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Who? Child?
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny.
Yeah, keep the spear near me.
Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Put the hand lower,
As sure
dumbass.
as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. But in slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Yeah.
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot. But an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then against the cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
The Nora have no part to play in this. Leave them alone.
Soon, they'll have no part to play in anything. That much is sure. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, Communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
So this is going to be like a gladiator fight that I have my spear and I have to do like underjaw or something. This was one of the first thoughts that if I saw this arena that they are going to send all the different machines one by one and then I have to kill them. I hope that I had more equipment.
Rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Yeah, crackers. This is gonna be fun and fun.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die!
Oh dear god.
Let
It has...
her be the first of thousands!
Yeah, it has about 20,000 HP and I'm going to hit 25 at a time if I have aim in my spare. So... yeah. Let's see.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it.
Strength against it. Come on.
That makes a mess. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Yeah, that's the point.
That did it.
And boom. Let's hope that it's saved at some point. But yeah, as I said, it's going to be quite a lot of deaths because I did not get one shot. Then it's going to be really hard to kill this beast.
That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. Gotta get out of the way. Getting ready to charge. It's down.
Now if I have more weapons, it's probably going to be a little bit easier. Let's freeze these guys and then kill these brats.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! That canister on its way. Looks important. Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with these lift attacks.
Double poop. Come on, that didn't hit me. On the first try.
Silence! Shadows. Kill her.
Oh, come on.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Some backup. Where did we get those?
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's Sacred Mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corrupted to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 Striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Carja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who.